What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 10 of me building out my dream home gym. I've got a brand new machine that I'm really excited to introduce you to, and I've also made some really clever adjustments to the already pretty epic Gym Monster 2. I'm excited to show you those as well. It's gonna be an awesome episode. Stop staring at my Attack on Titan flag. I know it's dope. We'll talk about that later. We've got work to do. Let's get to the video. Hey everyone, Chris here with Strength and Steel Reviews. This is episode 10 of me building out my dream home gym. Essentially, I've been chronicling my great migration from North Carolina to Florida, where I've tried to make up for all of the mistakes that I had made when constructing my first home gym in North Carolina. So far, it's going pretty well. I think it's safe to say that this will be probably the penultimate episode of the series, as in the episode before the finale. Maybe there will be one more. There could be an update. I'm not certain. But yeah, I don't think this epic episodic series should overstay its welcome. That's a mistake that I see a lot of television shows making today, and I am certainly not a television show, but I think the same fundamental principles apply here. Anyway, let me tell you about this first new piece of equipment. All right, and here you have it, the GMWD V8 4-in-1 pressing machine. Now, I know plenty of you are probably wondering what happened to your Temple of Gains T-bar row that you loved oh so much. Well, it's gone. The truth is, I loved it. I said I loved it, I really did, but it was huge. And as much as I wanted to justify the employment of one simple function orchestrated really efficiently, in the end, I decided that I could not. I like machines that perform one or two functions really well. I love the ease of setup, and I like how generally those machines, when made well, are really effective or really efficient at hitting the target muscle group. But ultimately, the shape of the T-bar row proved to be detrimental to the ergonomics of my home gym. It saddened me to see it go, and I hope that one day I have a larger gym and I can buy it again, because that piece is truly awesome, and I'm loving Temple of Gains. I love what they're coming out with. I'm excited to see what else they make, but I did see this machine and I was really excited about it. I thought that it would take up less space, which it does, and I thought that it would allow me to perform at least two of those four movements, which I valued far more than the other two. Let me explain. Essentially, I love an incline press. I think it is one of the most important movements for developing upper body strength, especially in your chest. Most men have underdeveloped upper chest, and I would definitely be a part of that group. So usually when I press, I'm performing an incline press. I rarely perform a flat press. Flat press works mostly your middle chest and your lower chest, while an incline press works your upper chest and your middle chest. So you get most of the work done by working an incline press. And I wanted a machine that I could just sit down simply and use. That is exactly what this does. I saw that Coop actually removed the bench and put in his own bench. I think that's a clever idea, but it does not work for me. The reason why I wanted this machine was because of the ease of setup. It is so easy to set up, so easy to adjust. It's awesome. But it is not perfect. It works for me, and I'm going to detail that at length in a review that should not be long in coming, because despite the fact that I've owned this for a short period of time, I feel like I already understand it pretty well. I've used a lot of these machines in commercial gyms, and at this point, I really feel like I know what works and what does not. And the incline press at 45 degrees and 30 degrees is really good. I still wish there was a little more range of motion at the bottom, but that's just me being nitpicky. It does the job really well. Do I wish that these rubber handles were instead knurled steel? Yes. Do I wish they didn't use stickers to mark the adjustments and a bunch of other stuff? Yes. Again, I'll detail that all in the longer review. But I'm content. It works well, it's easy to set up, and it is definitely efficient, and it feels good. And the second movement that I really cared about was just the shoulder press, and honestly, it is pretty good. I do wish that there was more range of motion at the bottom, but there's enough for it to certainly feel worthwhile and to use at least once a week, which I have been doing. I would give the shoulder press a 4 out of 5, and so far I think I'd give the incline press like a 4.5 out of 5. Home gym equipment, especially multifunctional pieces, are generally imperfect, and that is certainly the case here. You're gonna have the functions that perform really well, and then you're going to have that descending hierarchy. At the bottom of this hierarchy would be the flat press and the decline press. There simply is not enough range of motion for either of those movements. I think that's been pretty well documented by other channels, but I'll just say, if you're trying to buy this machine for all four and you're hoping that all four are performed optimally, they're not. For me, with my gym, my preferences, I'm okay with that. You might not be. But so far, I'm stoked to have this here. In addition to it looking really cool and being red and black, which perfectly matches the aesthetic of Strength and Steel, it's allowing me to save a lot of time and to be more efficient with my workouts, all stuff that matters. Because like I said, if this channel died today, I'd be working out tomorrow, nothing changes. There are some other little nuances that I'll discuss, like the padding is kind of cheap, and yeah, the seat gap is a bit larger than I guess is appropriate, though it doesn't bother me that much, it just doesn't. And adjusting the carriage or the cross member, whatever you call it, the hydraulic system is really efficient, certainly going down, but it requires a little bit of effort and finagling going back up. That will again be in my full length review. Anyway, it's some broad stroke first impressions. It's cool, I like it a lot, it's beautiful, and for my gym, this is exactly where it should be. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about the GMWD V8, put them down below in the comments and I'll answer them promptly. Until then, let's scoot over the Gym Monster 2 and I'll show you what I've done to it. All right, I told you I made some modifications to this thing, and I most certainly did. The Gym Monster 2, I haven't formally introduced in this epic episodic series, is here. I have a full length review on my channel. If you want to go check it out there, check it out. I'm not going to talk about any of the details of how it works or why I love it so much. I'll just say that I unexpectedly have come to truly appreciate this machine. And because of how much I've come to appreciate it, rather than sell it, which was what I initially intended to do, I've decided to keep it and to add some bells and whistles, so to speak. The first would be my own bench. I bought the Iron Master Super Bench, the version 2, I think it's called. Coop and Garage Gym Reviews have been recommending this for quite some time, and I wanted something light that I could scoot on and off of the Speediance platform, and I looked at the weight of this bench and it was pretty darn light. Can't remember exactly how light, but I'm probably posting that on screen for you right now. Soon after receiving the Super Bench, I discovered that it was longer than the cheap little Speediance bench that they provide with the Gym Monster 2, and I would need a longer platform in order to use it the way that I wanted to. So I hopped on Amazon and I bought this 2-inch tall wooden platform. Actually, I bought 2 of them and then I combined them together and I threw Gorilla Tape on top. Initially I had like skateboard grip tape, but it just kept getting caught on the feet of the adjustable bench, so I just threw Gorilla Tape on top of it. That gave me a wider, longer surface area to use my Super Bench to perform a lot of different exercises, especially chest flies at length. I mean, I just wanted more space to operate. I wanted more space to experiment. Soon after, I discovered that though this bench is certainly lighter than any of the benches that I've had in here, I still didn't enjoy lifting it on and off the platform because I found myself doing it fairly often. So I bought a little 2-inch ramp on Amazon and I threw that at the end of the wooden platform. And so now I can just roll the Super Bench off and back on with ease. And right now, the convenience of that combined with the really impressive craftsmanship of the Super Bench is working. I also have a whiteboard down here where I can catalog the progress of all of my favorite exercises, which has been a really fun discovery process. I'm sure getting all kinds of B-roll because I don't have a cameraman. Someday I hope. And now I've actually begun hanging all the Speediance accessories just on the pegboard right behind the Gym Monster 2. Previously I was using their storage unit, but it was just another piece on the ground. I'm sure for some of you that would be a really nice addition, but for me, just having pegboards set up right behind the Gym Monster 2 is working flawlessly. And if you want to check out the Gym Monster 2 or the GMWD V8, I'll post affiliate links below in the comments. You can go check them out. I've also got this 3D printed bar holder that Kinsey made for me. Shout out Kinsey, she is such a nice lady. She saw my review, she offered to send this to me, and I haven't found a use for it because my pegboard is just too awesome and convenient not to use, but I haven't given up. I still intend to, we'll see. And I've also got my magnetic phone holder here, so if I'm ever watching a podcast or I want easy access to my music or the plethora of people that will be texting me on any given day, well as conveniently located just before me. In general, all these modifications for me have made the Gym Monster 2 kind of invaluable. I love this piece of equipment. Again, I thought I was gonna sell it. That was initially why I accepted the review and was willing to do it. So it was worth $4,000. I was like, okay, I don't even think I'm gonna like it. If I don't like it, I could just sell it. This is a win-win. But now I've just got another piece of home gym equipment, and because it is so efficient and it's so useful, I'm grateful, no way around it, and that's why I've customized it in the way that I have. Sorry for the rapid transition, but I figure the right place to conclude this video is right next to the Attack on Titan flag, Anduril from Lord of the Rings, and of course, the Master Sword from Zelda. It seemed like the right decision, it seemed correct, it seemed just. I know you agree, otherwise you wouldn't be subscribed to this channel. Speaking of which, if you aren't, what are you doing? And I'll be at Home Gym Con this year, so if you recognize me, come say hi. I've spoken to a lot of you guys in the comments, but I don't know what any of you look like. I'd love to see what you look like. I excel at interpersonal communication. Rambling in my garage, middling, mid, I guess, as the kids would say. But speaking in person, pretty good. I'll be there with my crazy cousin, and she will be filming me. So I'm looking forward to meeting you guys and seeing all kinds of cool home gym equipment. It's gonna be awesome. Anyway, comment below if you have any questions or anything else you'd like to see, and you guys know the deal. You stay strong and you stay steely, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.